Assalamu alaikum students. As you all know that before vacations we have started our chapter number 7, that is adaptations in plants. Before going to continue our chapter, firstly I will tell you about the short review of this chapter, what we have learned before vacations. So many of you might be forget as well. As you all know that the plants, all the living creatures, and we have seen plants in different we have seen different types of plants. So we have read that some plants grow on land and some plants grow on water. So those plants which grow on land are known as the terrestrial plants, and those who grow on the water, they are known as the aquatic plants. So here are the adaptations. We also learn about the what is adaptation, the ability of the surroundings in which plants adjust to its surrounding. It's known as its adaptation. So we and then we have learned about the terrestrial plants, where these terrestrial plants again are those which grow on the land. So those plants which grow on the land are known as the terrestrial plants. And we have learned about they grow where they grow either in the mountains, either in the plains, and in the deserts, in the marshy places. So the plants which grow on the mountains are also known as evergreen plants too. Why they are known as evergreen plants? Because their leaves do not fall off at the same times. They few of time they fall one by one. So that's why they are known as evergreen plants. And in the mountain plants, we also read that their leaves are needle-like, and they are having waxy coating, and their shape of the tree is like sloping roof, as there is slope down towards like the sloping roofs we have seen. So in the hilly areas, they basically what the need of sloping, they let the rain and the snow easily fall down towards the ground. In plains, we have seen the deciduous trees. So those trees which shed off their trees at the same times in the autumn season, they are known as those trees are grown in the plains. And now the third type of tree we are going to read today, that is the plants in desert. So in desert, as you all know that students, there is deserts are too hot and very little rain falls on the desert. So the plants which grow there, they need also, they store lot of water in them. So what happens, as you all know that roots in some desert plants, their roots just below surface of the ground, कि वो ground के ऊपर ऊपर उनकी roots होती हैं, they are not penetrating deep penetrating in the soil. So in some desert plants, their roots are go deep down. In some plants their roots are on the surface, and in some plants their roots are deep down like the other plants. And in these desert plants, they are having very few leaves, and in the leaves they are having waxy coating. Why there are waxy coating? Because they prevent from the water loss. And they are also having the spines. Why they are spines? Spines is long pointed, look like a leaf. So they prevent and protect from where why they prevent from the loss of water. And from why these spines protect, they protect from the animals. So animals, wild animals cannot eat these plants, so these spines protects them. So their stems are green, and in these plants, their stems are green, so their stems are be able to make the process of photosynthesis. So their stems are very fleshy because they store water. As you all know that in the cactus plant there are very many tiny spines are there which protects them, and they prevent for the water loss. So next type of plants we have read here. In a desert there is a place which has a natural supply of water. So the place which has a natural supply of water is known as the oasis. So oasis, in that area of desert which is named as oasis, there is a large variety of plants grow because there is enough water that the plants can grow. Not in the whole desert, in a specific area of desert there is a natural supply of water that is named as the oasis. Next is the plants in marshy areas. Marshy areas are those which in which the soil is clay. Clay means that do not absorb water in it. The soil and the lot of water in it. So these clay soil covered with water. And the roots of the plants that grow on the marshy areas, their roots do not get air from the soil, so that's why they grow out of the soil. वो जो जिस एरिया पे मार्शी एरियाज होते हैं उनकी सॉइल इतने न्यूट्रिएंट्स प्रोवाइड नहीं कर रही होती, जिसकी वजह से वो जो है वहाँ पे पानी की कैपेसिटी ज़्यादा होती है, और उनकी जो रूट्स होती हैं उसको ब्रीदिंग रूट्स भी कहते हैं, क्योंकि बिकॉज वाई दे आर नोन एज ब्रीदिंग रूट्स, because these plants or trees take their oxygen, take their carbon dioxide, which they are necessary for the process of photosynthesis. So they take that oxygen they give the oxygen and take that carbon dioxide from that water and root hold the trees above water. Like you have read the stilt houses, uh, those houses which built on that area where too much rainy water collects there. So like stilt houses, their roots are also like stilts. So the plants which grow on that areas are known as mangroves. Next are the adaptations in aquatic plants. Aquatic plants are those which grow on water. So there are the three types of these plants. First, they are known as the floating plants, or either they are known as the fixed plants, and then the third one is the underwater plants. One by one, we will discuss it. The first one is the floating plants. They are very uh, soft, like a sponge. So they are known as spongy plants, and they filled with air. There is air inside it. Alifia, do not mute yourself. Unmute yourself. And these plants are very light. Their weight is very light, so they can easily float in the water surface. So the example of these plants are the first one. This is a picture of a water hyacinth. This plant also floats on the surface of water. Second one is this. This is a picture of a duckweed plant, which also floats on the surface of the water. As they are spongy and they filled with the air, so that's why they easily float on the surface of water, and also they are having very lightweight. Next are the fixed plants. Fixed plants, their root fixed in the mud of the pond. Where these plants grow, their roots are fixed with the ponds, and they're having hollow stems. Hollow stems means empty stems, and they also have the airspace. When air is present, and their leaves are broad leaves you have seen in these two pictures. At the side of the leaf there's stomatas. Any one of you can tell me what is the function of stomata in the leaf? Yes, Zainab?
Teacher, stomata.
Yes, what is the function of stomata? We have read in the
mean
previous chapter number 6.
teacher means के उसकी veins and color.
Huh? Janab, I thought you forgot everything in these vacations and you didn't open your science book.
No, teacher.
I, any one of you can tell me what is stomata and what is the purpose of stomata?
Teacher,
Yes, Zoha. What is
Teacher,
stomata, Zoha? Yes. Yes, Zoha. Zoha, can you hear me? Zoha is not responding, so moving forward to the Abdul Subhan. Yes, Abdul Subhan.
the
Okay, I thought
stomata is
everyone. Yes,
the stomata is नींव has minute spores. ये सब नीव्स
it's
की जो
not
minute spores.
minute, not the minute pores. It's a minute pores. Minute pores on the upper on a leaf from where the exchange of gases take place, and the extra water will be come out from the leaf through these holes, these tiny holes through which plant need the process done the process of as photosynthesis, as they need the as they need the carbon dioxide, water, and the sunlight. The plants get the carbon dioxide and the and any one of you can tell me from which is the pigment through which they able to trap the sunlight? वो कौन सा pigment होता है जिसकी वजह से sunlight भी trap करती है? Yes, Zainab and Zoha. There is a pigment which is green in color and which traps the sunlight. So that's why the plant done the process of photosynthesis.
टीचर
Yes,
टीचर पिगमेंट का मतलब क्या है?
pigment मतलब उसके अंदर एक essential part है उसका जो कि sunlight को trap करने में helpful देता है, which is in green in color. The name start with C. Anyone who is going to tell me? Zainab, Abdullah, Alifia, and Hamna, Fazan.
टीचर आपने क्या बताया नेम किससे स्टार्ट है?
Start with C.
सी. टीचर
Yes,
टीचर
Zoha.
क्लोरोफिल.
Yes, chlorophyll.
टीचर पहले
Chlorophyll
मैंने
is that pigment which traps the sunlight, and then with these tiny stomatas the carbon dioxide enters in the leaves when in the presence of sunlight, water, and carbon dioxide. These are the materials, these are the products give us the oxygen and also prepare its own food. The food is prepared by the leaf is known as the glucose, and which is also known as the starch, and then this food is transported to the other parts of the plants. Previous lectures भूल चुके हैं students आप लोग. So be active as in the next month inshallah school will be opening, so be prepare yourself.
टीचर फिर से थोड़ा थोड़ा समझा देना.
So be prepare yourself and you must learn it whatever we are reading in the online classes. You must listen it properly, students. So these tomatas are on the upper side of the leaves. Again, I'm telling them these are the not minute, these are the minute pores. They also are having the waxy coating to repel water. So the last type of the leaves are the adaptations of the aquatic plants underwater. They completely submerged. Submerged means कि वो पानी के अंदर ही होते हैं. They are in the water. They are very thin and flexible leaves and stem. उनकी leaves और stems बहुत एक तो flexible होते हैं. Why they are flexible? So they can easily goes under the water and they move with the water current. जैसे जैसे पानी जहाँ जहाँ flow करता है, these plants are also moving with that water. So in these types of plants, they are not having this stomata. The small pores in the leaves, so they are not having this stomata in it. So how they breathe? Then they breathe through their body surface. वो अपनी body surface से लेते हैं और पानी के अंदर, as you all know that water is also having the oxygen inside it, so they breathe in the water. So moving forward to your classwork. So first one, we are going to start reading from the plants in desert. The first one is Hamna. Hamna, you are going to start from the plants in desert on the book page number 50. Hamna, you can unmute yourself. Till then, Hamna is not coming. So Zainab, you are going to continue.
Plants in deserts. In deserts, it is very hot and there is very little rain. Even then, some plants grow there. Most desert plants grow roots that spread out just below the surface of the ground so that the roots can absorb most of the water that falls on the ground. Some grow roots that go deep down in the soil in search of water. Most desert plants have very few leaves with a waxy coating. In many other plants, the leaves are modified into spines. The spines prevent loss of water and also protect the plant from animals. The stems are green and help in photosynthesis. The stems are also fleshy because they store water. Waxy coating on the stems and leaves prevents loss of water. Plants in
Okay,
marshy
Zainab.
areas.
Plants grow in marshy
Excuse me,
areas will
teacher.
be. Yes, Hamna.
टीचर मैं अभी क्लास ज्वाइन की है मैं बहुत देर से पेज ढूंढ रही हूँ जिधर आप पढ़ा रही हैं वो पेज
Hamna
नहीं
on
मिल
Hamna on screen you have seen there was page numbers before after reading. The pages are mentioned there, that is page number 50, 51, and 52. So we are on page number 50, and now the Zanab has read the plants in desert. So now you are going to read from the plants in marshy areas.
Okay. Should I start?
Yes.
In marshy lands, the soils is
Clay.
clay, clay, and covered with water. The roots of the trees that grow here do not get air from the soil, so they grow out of the soil and water to breathe. These roots are called breathing roots. The roots also hold the tree above water like stilts. These plants are called mangroves.
Yes. Do you know also read by Hamna on page number 51?
Okay. In a desert, there is very little water. A place in the desert which has a natural supply of water is called an oasis. An oasis has enough water to grow a variety of plants.
Okay, thank you, Hamna. So now on your page number 51, here is a now you know, and the answer is also visible on your screen. And side by side, you are going to note it down on your books. So first one is that pine trees have needle-like dash. They are having needle-like leaves as pine tree grows on the mountains. So in the mountains, those trees who grow on the mountains, they are having needle like leaves. Second one is that Banyan is a dash type of tree. Is a deciduous type of tree. Next one is that rubber and coconut grow in dash and dash places. They are grow in hot and damp places. The fourth one is that spines in a cactus plant prevent loss of water. Last one is that trees which grow in marshy lands are known as dash mangroves. Again, I am repeating in the first one leaves, second one deciduous, third one hot and damp, and in the fourth one water, in the fifth one mangroves. I hope everyone has done it. So the next student who is
Teacher,
continue
one
from page
minute.
number. Okay,
Please,
हमना
teacher. बस 1 मिनट टीचर, फिर मैं आपको फिर म्यूट करके बता देती हूँ.
टीचर,
okay yes
टीचर
Zainab.
मेरी वीडियो बंद हुई जा रही है, अभी भी बंद हुई थी, नेट ठीक नहीं आ रहा.
Okay Zainab, so have you done the now you know on page number 51?
यस टीचर.
Okay, and student one thing more, kindly whatever you are writing in this class, kindly note it down in a neat and clean handwriting. Till then Hamna is writing. So next student who is continue, I'm going to tell the name of that student, Abdul Subhan. Abdul Subhan, when Hamna is done, then you are going to continue from the page number 51, adaptations in aquatic plants.
टीचर डन.
Okay, continue Abdul Subhan. Yes, Abdul Subhan, you are unmuted now.
यस.
Continue from adaptations in aquatic plants.
Adaptations in aquatic plants. Aquatic plants are of three types: floating plants, fixed plants, and underwater plants. Floating plants. Some plants like water hy- hyacinth,
Hyacinth.
hyacinth and
W- Water
duckweed,
hyacinth.
water hyacinth and
Hyacinth.
duck hyacinth duckweed node on water. These plants are
Spongy.
spongy and filled with air. This makes the plants very nice and helps them to float on water. Fixed plant. Some plants like notice and water lily have roots that fix the plant in the mud at the bottom of the pond. Their stems are hollow and have air spaces.
Okay,
This ha-
now continue Ibrahim Huram. Ibrahim Huram is going to continue where Abdul Subhan has left.
टीचर adaptation and aqua plants ही है ना?
Yes,
Okay.
you are going to continue where Abdul Subhan has left.
Okay. Okay.
Ibrahim, you are playing with the pencil. So in the last paragraph, you are going to read from the on page number 51, the last paragraph.
This helps the flower and leaves to float on water. And the broad and flat leaves spread over the surface of water to catch maximum sunlight. The leaves have stomata only on the upper side. They have a waxy coating to repel water. Uh,
Okay, now on page 52,
okay.
underwater plants.
Underwater plants. Some plants like hydrilla and tape grass grow underwater. They are completely sub- submerged in
Submerged.
water. The leaves submerged in water. The leaves and stems are thin and flexible. This allows them to move with water currents. They have narrow, thin leaves with no stomata. They breathe through their body surface.
Okay, Ibrahim. So now students, here is another, now you know on page number 52, and this is visible into your
Okay.
screens. So first one is that water dash plants float on water. So here is the hyacinth. Second one is that the roots of water dash are fixed in the mud at the bottom of the pond. They are the lily. The last one, the dash grass plant is completely submerged in water. That is tape. Abdullah Yas, have you done it?
Yes, teacher.
Have you done this? Now you know that is on page 52.
I have done all.
Okay, so you can recheck it then. Again, students, I am repeating all the answer. First one is that hyacinth. Second one is lily. Third one is the tape. Students, we are having 8 minutes. So moving forward to your last classwork, that is, I hope everyone has done this now, you know. So that is task. Open your books, page number 55. Here is a task that you are going to draw a cactus. That is your homework. You are going to draw it in your homes as your homework. So draw a cactus plants and answer the following question. So here is the first one. Why do the roots of a cactus plant spread out just below the surface of the ground? Here is the answer. The root of cactus plants spread out in search of water. Abdullah asks, if you done it, then you can recheck your answer and also check your spellings that you have done it correctly. If there is any mistake, you can do it right now in this class. Again, I'm repeating the answer of first one. The roots of cactus plants spread out in search of water. The second one is that why do they grow spines instead of leaves? The answer is that to prevent the loss of water.
Okay.
Yes, Soha.
ने fourth question में the stem answer लिखना है या leaf prepares the food?
Here is a mistake by myself. You are going to write down leaf. Not you are not going to write down the leaf. You are going to write down the stem. Here is a mistake in typing.
Okay. Teacher,
So next, yes.
ये जो ये जो क्वेश्चन आंसर आंसर लिखी हुए हैं ये भी हमने लिखने हैं?
Yes, you are going to write down these answer on your book, page number 55 and 56. There is a task question answer, so you can write it there. Students, again, I am saying that here is a mistake on the last question number 3. I'm going to repeat why are the stems fleshy. Stems are fleshy because they store water. And in the last plant, which
हमें
part of the
sleep of
plant
changing है.
okay, which part of the plant prepare the food? Student, here is some mistake. Here is not a leaf, here is a stem. So stem you are going to write down. Here is a mistake by myself.
टीचर
Yes.
टीचर ड्राइंग के नीचे भी 2 क्वेश्चन है वो हम लोग फिर बाद में करेंगे बुक के
So I can't hear you. What you are saying.
टीचर we also have 2 questions the drawing these ones
These two questions. Here is the answer of these two questions, Zoha. The first one. The root of cactus plant spread out in search of water. Then the next one, to prevent the loss of water. Yes, Ibrahim.
टीचर ये क्वेश्चन नंबर 6 की क्वेश्चन आंसर चैप्टर नंबर 6 मतलब क्वेश्चन आंसर स्कूल वाले कब देंगे?
Soon.
हमें तो नहीं अभी वो होए.
Yes, I know that students. As the Eid vacation holidays will be coming there, so that's why your notes will not be sent
We
at that
haven't have
days.
chapter number 6. तो टीचर मतलब
Abdul
कब
Subhan,
तक होंगे?
I I will say to sir that as soon as possible, might be today or day after. Uh, so you will receive the notes of these two chapter too.
Okay. Okay, टीचर.
And when you get the notes, we are going to do the work in the class, in this online class, as almost we have completed our syllabus of the midterm.
टीचर
टीचर
Yes.
मुझे एक चीज़ भी पूछनी थी कि जब मतलब हमारे जो नोट्स आ जाएंगे तो हमने उन नोट्स को कॉपी करना होगा कॉपी पे.
Yes, definitely you are going to note it down these question answers on your copies.
ठीक है.
टीचर
And I hope so everyone has received their copies and also do the corrections which I have mentioned on your copies. Girls copies I didn't check, only boys copies I have checked. Yes, Zoha.
टीचर सी पार्ट में 1 और 2 पार्ट है रेडिकस ट्री शेड ब्रीथिंग रूट है फाउंड इन ट्री स्टार्ट ये हमने खुद ही लिखना है
Where?
टीचर उधर है
That is on page number 55. You are talking about the
यस
exercise C.
यस
We are having last topic. Inshallah, tomorrow we are going to discuss the last topic, that are the some unusual plants. Then we are going to complete the exercise A, B, and C in the tomorrow class. Okay.
टीचर हमारे टर्म के जो पेपर है उनमें चैप्टर 1 से लेकर चैप्टर नंबर 8 तक कौन है
No, it's chapter number 1 till 7.
1 till 7 तो ठीक है ओके
And Shuman, you will get the notes in the WhatsApp group from where you all receive the link of the class. So the notes will be sent on that group. So students, again here is your homework. I am going to repeat that here is a they said on the task draw a picture of a cactus plant, so you are going to draw it on page number 55 on the given box. So this is your home task. And any more questions? Hamna, you just raise your hand. Yes, Hamna.
Teacher,
You
ये
want to
जो
ask something?
ये 1 second. ये जो पेन
Yes,
नंबर
Hamna.
5 पे बुक्स दिया है,
What are you saying, Hamna? I can't hear. On page number 5, what?
पेन नंबर 55 पे जो बॉक्स दिया है, ये एक
Yes,
बड़ा बॉक्स इसके अंदर
yes,
बनाना है।
yes. Yes, you are going to draw the cactus plant on that given box.
ठीक है, थैंक यू।
Okay, students, we are having only few seconds now and then our class will be over.
Drawing a cause. Let's draw a